Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Hello there and welcome. Welcome, Gary.
Good to be here again.
Absolutely. We have today we have a couple of a question and a hot topic. First one's a Facebook question. This person wrote in and said, Gary, I saw an ad that said that legally speaking, accidents with big trucks are a different kettle of fish somehow. Why is that?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
In the law, probably not. All people, all things are treated equally under the law. But when you're dealing with an insurance company that's insuring big trucks or commercial vehicles, then the game changes some because there's a lot more at stake for them. Number one, it's hard. You don't have just minor fender benders with big trucks sometimes. There's so much power and weight and force, and they're a highly regulated industry. And so what happens is the insurance companies are even slow sometimes to deal with property damage. I mean, it's amazing to me sometimes how, but they're going to do an investigation, and that's what changes. So they hire experts early on to go out to survey the scene, to gather evidence, to gather black box evidence, to estimate speeds, to photograph gouge marks, you name it, it's all being gathered, and sometimes that puts them slow on the response. The problem is they're getting it, and maybe you aren't if you're the victim of that situation. So, you know, they are different. There's usually more evidence involved. It's just a lot more involved, and probably a situation where you need to get somebody involved a little earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they are a little different, just because of the nature of the beast.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, it's summertime, Gary. Do you have any tips or safety tips or hazards we need to be aware of summertime?
You know,
a lot, right?
Yeah, I think we're all more active outside,
We
we need to be careful. Watch out for the kids in the neighborhood. Watch out for bicyclists. Wear your helmets. And look, wear safety vests too.
Please,
when you're on the water.
Yes.
It's so disturbing when we hear about people drowning and having boating and swimming incidents. So anyway, wear those things. Be careful with it, and let's just have a good time with one another. Stay slow. There's not any big hurry to get anywhere.
Right, absolutely.
So, I don't know. You know, we're always looking for safety, and Safe Kids, by the way, has some events to educate your kids this summer, so take advantage of those.
They do.
There's just a lot of things to educate our children about safety too, because I think that's really where it starts and where we need to focus, because they find themselves in harm's way sometimes, and we hope they don't.
They do, especially when you mention kids in the neighborhood and the helmets too.
Right,
Definitely.
absolutely.
So
wear the helmets.
Wear the helmets. Thank you
Yes.
so very, very much, Gary. And we look forward to seeing you on the very next Legal Break.